All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashimi Ashawa, Hara Chakadash, double honors to apostles, who great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. As your brother Khawadia is the bear with me. It's brother Khawadia. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who outward appearance is that of the heathen, whose spirit bear witness that they are a child of the Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world only calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, who is the crucial, so Yeshua. Quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. And, matter of fact, Salaki, I want to see if I still got these papers, you know. And for all you people out there and stuff, you'd be surprised and stuff that guess what? AI and stuff can predict your whole fucking day. Excuse me. It's like we already know and stuff that you was going to say that for these scoffers in the background and stuff. And it's like, of course you would. You know what I'm saying? AI's predictability and stuff is on point. That's why a lot of people and stuff going to be capturing stuff about the miracles and stuff that AI and stuff brings. Fuck is you talking about? Anyways. I'm sick and tired of people and stuff saying that I'm gonna be sorry and whatnot and stuff. Fuck, I need to be sorry for. You coming against me? I ain't doing shit to you people. You coming against me? All right, so I don't got it. I don't got it with me, right? But it's alright. But pretty much the stuff is like this. You know, I was thinking upon it and stuff, and there's various ways and stuff that the Lord has His people, right? So, I just want to name a few. I ain't gonna name everything and stuff, but things and stuff that, that I really want to point out. So this Isaiah 55 and 8, it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." Right? And when it come down to it's gonna be in Syrian Hebrew, right? Right? It's the word Yahweh. It's the Yah, the Ha, the Wa, and the Ha, Yahweh. Right? Yah meaning he, Hawaii exists. It's the only so-called vowels and stuff of what people and stuff know about the English language. It's a A and an I. It ain't no other, it ain't nothing else. It ain't no O's, no U's, no V's, no J's, no X's. You know what I'm saying? No E's, no U's, no, you should you could check it out for yourself and whatnot and stuff and see how many it's only 22 characters and stuff in the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying, right? But when it come down to vowel points and whatnot and stuff, guess what? It ain't even no sometimes why in that and stuff either. It's only just it's only a I and a I. Right, but here it is and stuff. It says verse 9, it says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So I'm gonna get this. It's Hosea chapter 1, and I think it was 7. This this Hosea 1 and 7. It says, "But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their power, and would not save them by the bow." Right? And what's the bow? You know what I'm saying? A weapon. It says, "Nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen." It says, "Now when she have weaned Lor- Loruhama, right?" And it says, "She conceived and bare a son." And it says, "Then said Yahweh, call his name Loamai," right? So like, I want to get it right quick. La'ah Rahama, La'ah Rahama, right? No mercy, right? Right? Damn, Rahama, right? So no mercy, right? And it says, it says verse 9, it says, then said Yahweh, call his name Lo-Ami. It said, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. So let's get that. And this is what the Lord is referring to Israelites, right? So it's La'ah, Imaya, right? Right? Not my people, right? Because of the wickedness and stuff that we had committed. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? What is that? Genesis, let me get it though. Let me get it. I'm gonna come right back. This is Genesis chapter 6. This is Genesis 6 and 5. It says, and Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. So let me get that right quick. Well, it's gonna just get me lobbed. But when it come down to his heart and stuff, right? The thing is that his can be the females too. A lot of people and stuff don't want anyone and stuff to have any mercy and stuff according to what's being done and stuff upon this earth. And even for the people and stuff, it's like now they gonna know and stuff, you know what I'm saying, how to sit up here with the one and stuff. Hey, it all goes into predestination. Lately and stuff, my ass been sitting up here saying, you know, according to not according to my will and stuff, according to thou will. Because remember the scripture says every other word. And then also it talks about in 2 Corinthians the 5th chapter, the 10th verse. So like I'm gonna read out these scriptures, right? You know, you can go to it yourself, right? But as it says in 2 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. Verse 11 it says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Right? And you got a lot of people out here and stuff where they hawk you down and be like, oh, well, I seen you done this. I seen you did this. I seen you do that and stuff. And it's like, well, how do you know? You know? And then if it goes further and stuff, the fact that they were sitting up here spying on you and stuff, it's like, well, shit, that means the stuff you was busy buying then. You was being nosy. You was in somebody else's business and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? There is a way and stuff to be in somebody's business and stuff without it actually bothering you and stuff. I mean, without it being a sin onto you. And what is that? You ask for permission. You know what is Winnie the Pooh and stuff, right? And this was a long time ago and stuff, right? But it just came to mind, and he was like, how long is holding honey becomes any? You know, he said, I don't mean to pry. Pry means to be nosy, right? Let me get that. He was like, I don't mean to pry. So like, he was like, I don't mean to pry, but how long does holding honey becomes eating honey? Because we know Winnie the Pooh, so he was a bear. He liked honey, right? That word pry says to look closely or inquisitively, to make also to make a nosy or presumptuous inquiry. And when you go into the word presumptuous, presume is damn near stuff the same way as assume, right? It says overstepping due bounds as a priority. It says or courtesy, taking liberties and whatnot, right? As it says in stuff, it says assumptive, bumptious, chesty, haughty, high, huffish, huffy, lofty, pompous, presuming, sniffy, stiff-necked, supercilious, right? Right? So presumptuous and stuff is to assume. You know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes down to the word pride, it's like when it comes down to the word pride, when it comes down to the word pride, let me get it again. It says to make a nosy or presumptuous inquiry, right? And even though and stuff, Winnie the Pooh and stuff was asking the question and stuff, he said that I don't mean the pry and stuff, right? But the thing is that it's like, what can be done? And a lot of people and stuff, what they do is that they pry into other people's business. You know what I'm saying? It says to extract, detach, or open with difficulty and whatnot and stuff. Meaning, guess what? You don't want to fucking wait. So you do it by other means, right? So this is Genesis 6:5. It says, and Yahweh saw that wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. It says, and the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. You know what I'm saying, right? So here it is and stuff, the no mercy and stuff that the Lord didn't want to give, you know what I'm saying, say that they not my people, is why, because it come down to their various fucking acts, right? And what did King David and stuff say? He said and stuff to keep me from presumptuous sins, right? What is that? That's Psalms 19, I think it's 12. I'm gonna start at 12. It says, I'm gonna read AMP. It says, and to the right, it says, who can understand his errors or his omissions? It says, acquit me of hidden, unconscious, unintended faults. It says, also keep back your servant from presumptuous, deliberate, willful sins. Let them not rule and have control over me. Then I will be blameless, complete, and I shall be acquitted for great transgression. And the thing is that a lot of people and stuff love to do shit and stuff on purpose. They love to do shit on purpose and whatnot and stuff, willful sin. Willful sin and stuff is big in Israel. You know what I'm saying? And stuff, especially in stuff if you look a certain way. Right? So this back in Hosea 1. I don't want to go all over the place. This back in Hosea 1. It's back in Hosea 1 and 8 again. It says, now when she meaning Israel, she had wings, it says, right, winged and stuff, more than likely being winged from the breast. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says desire to sense in milk and stuff. And I think that's 2 Peter 2:2. And with that being the case and stuff, here it is. I ain't getting nothing. For the people and stuff who talking they shit and stuff in the background and stuff, they ain't get nothing. But as it says in Hosea 1 and 8, it says, now when she has winged La Ruhamah, right? Now, when it come down to La Ruhamah and stuff, it goes into no mercy. It says, she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yahweh, call his name Loamai. It says, for and Loamai and stuff goes into not a people, not my people. For ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. And why is that and stuff? Because the main things and stuff that's going on and stuff in a person's head and stuff is do some fucked up ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, or it's grudging, or it's to take revenge and stuff, but not wait upon the Lord. So therefore and stuff, the Lord gonna put them to death. Right? But let's see this though. Verse 10, it says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand as the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered." Right? And when it's not a handful of sand and stuff, it's every piece of sand and stuff, guess what? It varies and stuff in different sizes and stuff for the grain. You know what I'm saying? You know, or the speck, or whatever the little tiny piece of rock is and whatnot and stuff, or whatever the fuck it is and stuff. It ain't dirt, right? It's some sort of rock. It's some sort of rock and whatnot and stuff, you know, but it's just a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying, right? And the thing is that guess what? It could be real small and stuff. It could be smaller than a mustard seed. And we know what the scriptures say and stuff about having a mustard seed birth of faith. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the Israelite and stuff with a mustard seed of faith? No, you have not. Or you might came across and stuff, a person and stuff who was damn near a doubtful individual and stuff, where it's like, you know what, they damn near didn't want to do anything and stuff because they was too damn careful, right? Too damn careful. But I'm gonna read this. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power." Right? Meaning that guess what? When it says sons and stuff, of course, it's gonna be females too. You know what I'm saying? You know, because a man and stuff don't just have sons and stuff unless it just be that way. A man also has the possibility and stuff of having daughters. You know what I'm saying? According to Jeremiah 6:2, all Israel, even the men, are looked upon as women and stuff, or as daughters. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because look at the relationship between a father and his daughter and whatnot, overprotective. Look at the situation stuff of a son and his mother and whatnot, overprotective and whatnot and stuff. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it's like, why would you start with the son and stuff? Why? Because more than likely these women and stuff, when they raise their sons and stuff, they teach them and stuff to be the man of the household. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, look, I'm trying to teach you and stuff to handle shit and whatnot and stuff because a man is not in the crib, right? Because I'm gonna run their ass off and stuff as soon as they try to use up authority and stuff over me because I'm supposed to be the head nigga in charge, right? Right? All right. So pretty much and stuff when it come down to it. All right. So pretty much and stuff when it come down to and stuff, it's like this. Uh, uh, there's various ways and stuff that the Lord has His people, right? And that's Paul. That's part of the mercy, right? So this is Daniel's 7, I think 8. It's Daniel 7 and 8. It says it's like I think it's 8 and 9. Yeah, I think it's 7 and 8. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get in Baruch, get in Good News Translation. That's crazy. But this is Baruch chapter 1 verse 15, right? It says, "This is the confession you should make. The Lord our power is righteous, but we are still covered with shame. All of us, the people of Judah, the people of Jerusalem, northern, so like the southern kingdom and northern kingdom, all 12 tribes. It says our kings, our rulers, our priests, our prophets, and our ancestors have been put to shame because we have sinned against the Lord our power." and have disobeyed him, we did not listen to him or live according to his commandments, right? And part of those, it says commandments from the day the Lord brought our ancestors out of Egypt onto the present day. We have continued to be unfaithful to him, and we have not hesitated to disobey him. And part of that, I'm gonna get in the King James version, right? This is Baruch. This is Baruch 1:15, and it says, and ye shall say, the Lord our power belongeth righteousness, but unto us confusion of faces, as it is come to pass this day unto them of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And part of those confusion of faces, goes into Israelites and stuff who look like other nations. But here it is and stuff. Guess what? When it come down to looking like other nations stuff, that's not really the issue. It's really the fact and stuff. Uh, uh, it's not really in stuff and looking like other nations and stuff, because the Lord does not have a problem and stuff with Israelite men and stuff bearing concubines. You know what I'm saying? The issue and stuff, the reason, well, it's a shame and stuff because you want to look like an Israelite. But the shame is that the fact that a lot of those Israelites and stuff who was born and stuff, when it come down to looking like the heathens, a lot of Israelite men and whatnot and stuff, or Israelite women, or however way it goes, the confusion stuff really goes into the fact that a lot of them and stuff have committed stuff, sinful acts and stuff, which is idolatry. They started following the ways of different idols and stuff instead of following Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and then also went into marriages and whatnot and brought forth children and stuff underneath that same vibration, just like it says in what is it? This is Leviticus 18:21. Bear with me. Shit fucking up. This is Leviticus 18:21. And it says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord, right? And passing the seed and stuff of your children and stuff onto Molech and stuff is pretty much putting them in a spirit and stuff of idolatry, not teaching them stuff according to the scriptures, as it says in Deuteronomy 6th chapter. And that's what it is and stuff with a lot of these Israelites and whatnot. They'll sit up here and it's like, oh, I'm just keeping Christmas for the kids. I'm keeping Halloween for the kids and whatnot. Well, guess what? You putting them through the fire and whatnot, because guess what? The Lord's going to be jealous with them and stuff living according to that. And I'm going to prove that right quick. This is Exodus chapter 20. This Exodus chapter 20, verse it's like my scoffers are rejoicing right now. So this is but it's only for a short period of time. Like the scripture says and stuff, the hypocrite rejoices and stuff for a short period of time. But this is Exodus chapter 20. It's Exodus chapter 20, verse 4. It says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right? So with that being the case and stuff, right, you have a lot of Israelites and stuff. Guess what? That like when it come down to King Solomon and whatnot and stuff, where they fell away and stuff and lost patience. Let me see if I can find that. Bear with me. It's Sirach or Ecclesiastes in the Proverbs chapter 2, verse 14. It says, lo unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? And that losing patience and stuff is pretty much going back into the world. That's what that is. That losing patience and stuff is going back into the world. That patience and stuff is going back into the world. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Some of the lost tribes of Israel and whatnot and stuff were individuals who used to and stuff be circumcised, but then went back into uncircumcision, and they left right back and stuff to go slide back into the world. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they lost patience. You know what I'm saying? They didn't hold that fast and stuff, which thou has, or they had and stuff. And the thing is that you have a lot of Israelites. The thing is that you have a lot of Israelites and whatnot and stuff. Uh, um, you have a lot of Israelites and whatnot and stuff, right? And the thing is that you know what they do. Well, no, as a matter of fact and stuff, you got the parable and stuff of the 99 sheep and stuff that stayed together and stuff, but the one and stuff that the shepherd left the 99 for and stuff just to go get the one, that's also a metaphor or a parabolic and stuff for an Israelite and stuff who went back into the world. You know what I'm saying? I got a brother and stuff in the past and stuff who told me, you know what I'm saying, where he, left the truth and stuff for whatever reason and whatnot and stuff and came back in. And I also have another brother and stuff where another brother and stuff, well, two brothers and stuff at that, you know what I'm saying? They both went into a situation and whatnot and stuff, and they came back and stuff into the truth. Well, one came back into the truth. The other one stuff was placed in the position stuff where he was gonna have to sit up here and teach and stuff on his own. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, even when it comes down to myself and whatnot and stuff, it was the same way. You know what I'm saying, right? But now I have a different reason and stuff when it come down to certain things and stuff. This way and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read this. It says, Sirach chapter 41, verse 2. It says, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth." Right? It says, and guess what? The scriptures talk about and stuff. If you faint and stuff in the day of adversity and stuff, your strength is small. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be times and stuff. Well, guess what? We're gonna sit up here and fuck around and get weak and stuff at certain times and stuff, right? It's gonna be times. It's literally gonna be times and stuff where that happens. But the thing is that, and I'm talking about when we fall short of the glory of the Lord, where we commit sin. It's all about rising up. It's all about what you're gonna do next. Are you gonna stay in that failed state and stuff, or are you gonna continue stuff to build up? Are you going to continue fighting? Are you going to continue believing? You know what I'm saying? Or are you going to allow your conscience and whatnot and stuff to condemn you just because your ass went the fuck off? And it tells you and stuff in Sirach, the 18th chapter, verse 27. It says, uh, uh, a wise man with fear in everything and whatnot, and in the day of sinning and stuff, right? Meaning that he's doing and stuff in the midst and stuff. Let me grab it right quick. This Sirach, because there's a lot of discouragement and stuff going on. This is Sirach chapter 18, verse 27. And it says, a wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense, but a fool would not observe the time. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be aware of offense, meaning like, shit, fuck, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What if it's willful or unwillful? You know what I'm saying? Meaning that guess what? You're not aware. You don't, and guess what? It's going to be them times and stuff where it's like, fuck, I should know better and whatnot and stuff. And here it is and stuff. It's going to be times and stuff where it's like, damn, I went off. But guess what? All it does is put you in a position and stuff to come back to the Lord and stuff and seek to try to push that off where you'll still sit up here and lean towards your how about Shemi Shine more and more, where you stay more in righteousness and stuff. So it's less sinning and less going off, where it's more righteousness and more being correct and stuff and being obedient. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really is supposed to do, right? So the Sirach 41 and 2, it says, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence upon the needy." And it says, "Unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and is vexed with all things, and to him that despaireth," it says, and have lost patience, right? And the thing is that, remembering stuff, like it says in First Corinthians, the 15th chapter and stuff, it says, "Oh, death, where is thy sting?" When it come down to that various sting and whatnot and stuff, it's like, that goes into stuff, us being transformed and whatnot and stuff, right? But as it says in Romans 12, let me get it right quick. This Romans 12 and starting at verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, Yahweh, which is your reasonable service, because this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? We already made a covenant and stuff with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we underneath and stuff, grace and whatnot and stuff, right? And not underneath the first covenant and stuff. But the thing is that, guess what? Based off that grace and stuff, the mercy is the fact that, guess what? Now we get to live and stuff according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now we get to live according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see? Right? We get to live according to Yahweh. No, so like now we get to live according to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Why? Because we're not unaware no more. We are aware now. It might be more individuals and stuff who are unaware, but a lot of them and stuff are unaware and stuff because they do it willfully. They don't want to sit up here and live correctly and stuff according to the Lord, because then it's like shit. Damn. It's like, oh, well, if I mess up here and mess up there and stuff, and guess what? You got a lot of things and stuff that people and stuff don't want to give up. So therefore, it's like, you know what? It's lawful, but yeah, it's not expedient. Or it might be unlawful and stuff and way beyond and stuff being expedient. So therefore and stuff, it's like, damn, I don't want to know. You know, and a lot of people and stuff think it's like, well, if I don't know and stuff, then guess what? You can't really blame me for it and whatnot. But then the opportunity and stuff of knowing and stuff is still there. So guess what? If the opportunity is there and stuff to know and stuff, and you reject it and stuff on purpose and whatnot, now you have no excuse and stuff, because the availability of knowing just so you can escape on your own means and whatnot and stuff, guess what? Now you in trouble, right? And that's what a lot of people and stuff going to try to go for and stuff. But guess what? That ain't going to work. Romans 12:2, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? So be transformed, right? Now I know and stuff that when it come down to let me get that confusion of faces though, because that's crazy. This confusion, I'm gonna get it again. So it's Daniel's 9. All right, so this Daniel's 9:7. It says, O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto confusion of faces. It says, as at this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and unto all Israel that are near, it says, and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. And that go just like how the scriptures, well, it says in Deuteronomy 28:64, it says that Israel was scattered to the four corners of the earth amongst the heathens, right? Now, the thing is that you have the reason why they confuse of face and whatnot and stuff. Why? Because they're not living and stuff by the Hebrew Israelite customs. They're living and stuff according to the ways of the heathen, as it says in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. You know what I'm saying, right? So therefore and stuff, just like how you had Ezra, you know what I'm saying? But it's in the book of Esdras, it says the stuff, oh, ye heathen and stuff, go to your shepherd, right? Here it is and stuff, he was referring to Israelites and stuff, because when he was presenting the commandments, the law, statute, commandments, and whatnot, they refused it. And what did they rather take up and stuff? The ways of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because guess what? They learned and stuff from birth. Like it says in Deuteronomy, no, like it says in Proverbs 22:6, it says, train up a child and stuff in the way that they should go and stuff, and they should never and stuff depart from it and stuff, roughly paraphrasing, right? So that's why they was confusing the face. And the scriptures talk about in Jeremiah and stuff, it's like here, I think it's Jeremiah or Isaiah, and it talks about and stuff how Israel and stuff was being hissed at, and that hiss and stuff was being made mockery and stuff. Where it's like these supposed to be the sons of God and stuff. They say sagging their pants. The women and stuff get their titties out and stuff. They ass showing and stuff. They not covered up. And what I forget, old boy, but he said up here and said, he made this quote. He said that pretty much and stuff, the only way to sit up here and find out and stuff if a country and stuff is strong is by how the behavior and stuff of the women. And guess what? America and stuff as well. A lot of women and stuff. Well, it's going to be the great deliverance and stuff, and also the great destruction. But when in various other places too. But when it comes down to a lot of these Israelite women stuff, no matter how they are and stuff, no matter how they look, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? They confusion the face, because it's like shit. You look like an Israelite and stuff, but your ass ain't sit up here doing the ways of Israelite. You doing the ways and stuff of a heathen. You know what I'm saying? You got that old saying stuff. You are what you eat. Well, guess what and stuff? Guess what? You can consume information, consume knowledge and whatnot and stuff. Knowledge is power and stuff, but guess what? It's more towards knowledge of wickedness and whatnot and stuff. And as it says in Ecclesiastes 10:6, they have, as it says in Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly and stuff is set in great dignity. And that folly and stuff goes into foolishness. And what is that foolishness? Living according to the heathen. That's why the heathen stuff is always at fucking war and stuff. But when the Israelite and stuff is living according to the Israelite way and stuff, that's why and stuff is peace and stuff, not just amongst the Israelites, but also amongst the heathen stuff for a long period of time. And guess what? The longest period of peace and stuff was when underneath King Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Who is also Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And underneath that long rulership of peace and whatnot and stuff, King Solomon and stuff was he ruled for 40 years, and he ruled for 40 years, have 40 years worth of peace and whatnot and stuff, because he asked and stuff to have wisdom and stuff to rule over the nation. You know what I'm saying, right? But when it comes down to the heathens and stuff, they want to rule according to their flesh. And that's why it's always a constant fucking war. You see? It's a war and stuff even amongst the heathen stuff right now and stuff. It's not just Jake. It's also amongst the heathens. You know what I'm saying? It's a World War I, World War II. You know what I'm saying? You know, the first and second war coming stuff. The first and second war and stuff has come and stuff, and the third war and stuff has come in quickly and stuff. And what is that? World War III. And RB9 and stuff, and because here it is and stuff, Donald Trump talking about ain't finna be no World War III. Yes, the fuck it is. They're not gonna sit up here and stop, you know what I'm saying, prophecy. You know what I'm saying, right? But here it is and stuff. Guess what? They're gonna rely on stuff on the foolishness of Israel and stuff to bring in. Guess what? The martial law, even if it's medical martial law and whatnot and stuff, they're going to do all types of things and stuff just to bring down the nation of Israel. Because why? That's the real subject, or the real target and stuff that's being chased after, according to Ezekiel 35 and verse 5 and stuff through 6. You know what I'm saying? They got a perpetual hatred. They do everything and stuff just so they can bring down stuff the nation of Israel. But what they also know is that you got Israelites. I'm going to read verse 8. There's Daniel's 9 and 8. It says, "O Lord, to us belong a confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee." Right? And what that goes into? That goes into the, guess what? You have Israelites, like it says in Lamentations 4. You have Israelites and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, Lamentations 4 and stuff going to what I just spoke on. But when it comes down to you have Israelites and stuff that's going to look like the other nations. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? Part of the stumbling blocks and stuff within that is the fact that the Israelites and stuff that look like the other nations ain't necessarily stuff being taught to live like Israelites and whatnot and stuff. What they do is that they live like the heathens and stuff. Why? Because they look like them. And with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, right now, a lot of individuals and stuff want to live according to the heathens and stuff. And I want to get this and stuff in Esther. A lot of these individuals stuff want to live just like the heathens. They want to live like the heathen stuff to escape persecution and whatnot and stuff. But just like in Esther and stuff, when Israel and stuff got when the tables turned and stuff in Israel's favor, Esther and Mordecai's favor and whatnot, guess what? You had heathens and stuff claiming that they was fucking Israel. Now, I'm going to say it like this. It's going to be actual Israelites who look like heathens, and you're going to have actual Israelites who look like Israel. And the thing is that what they're going to do is that they're going to sit up here and claim and stuff. They're going to rather than stuff be the way of the heathen and whatnot and stuff so they can escape persecution. But then when the heathen stuff are ready, the true blood and full spirited heathens are ready and stuff to crack down and stuff on all those and stuff who going to sit up here and be like, you know what, since you say that you Israel, we finna crack down on you and whatnot and stuff. And it's like, it don't act like it's stuff they don't fucking know. They watch everything. But besides that and stuff, guess what? It's going to be a lot of Israelites and stuff going to be like, oh, no. It's like, look at me. I don't look like the typical black guy. I don't look like the typical Mexican. I don't look like a Native American Indian. I just got long hair. And then guess what? They gonna switch up. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And guess what? That's further shows and stuff. They lukewarmness. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? We've seen signs and stuff before in the past and stuff, especially when it comes down to the women and the men too, where it's like, you know what? it's like yeah, we're Israel, but when that straight gate and stuff started cracking on their backs and stuff, it was like, hey, I'm not really doing this no more and stuff. Why? Because everything is a fad to these people and stuff. It's a trend and whatnot and stuff. It's the next thing that's going and whatnot and stuff. As soon as it get boring or as soon as it get too tough and whatnot, guess what? Israel hauling ass. These people and stuff don't give a fuck about being Israel until it really benefits them, especially when it comes down to this world. It's cool now and stuff, but when the persecution comes to them, be like, nah, I was just playing. I wasn't serious about it. And guess what? Lord gonna be, I was just playing. I wasn't serious about saving your ass. You know? It's like you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. It's like my voice and stuff, because I was screaming earlier and stuff, right? You don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me, right? And I'm taking this and stuff from a female and stuff who's screaming stuff in the car and stuff, talking to some dude and stuff who's driving. You know what I'm saying? I looked at her and stuff. She looking all evil and stuff because I was looking at her straight in the face and stuff. And it's like, nigga, motherfucker hear you and stuff. The windows down. And guess what? Old boy, she might have been screaming at and stuff. Guess what? He might be, he probably was trying to break up with her ass. And that's how a lot of you people gonna be out here. So the Lord gonna break up with your ass and stuff, and you gonna be like, you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. And here it is and stuff. Guess what? You've been opening your legs and stuff to every other motherfucker and stuff out there and stuff. And metaphorically in a way and stuff when it come down to these different idolatries and stuff. Why? Because guess what? He got more than you. You broke. You giving broke and whatnot and stuff. But then when they morals and stuff is always going into some trouble and stuff. And it's like, oh, I'm tired of being, bad and stuff. It's time for me to be good and whatnot and stuff. And you try to come back onto your ex and stuff. He over there like, nah, fuck that. You didn't want me. Fuck is you talking about? Get your ass on. Right? It's like it. Right? But other than that and stuff, guess what? It's going to be confusion of faces. Now, let me put. All right, so this is Isaiah 16:4. And now this is going into features. It says, let my outcast dwell with thee, Moab. And what is Moab? The so-called Chinese. You know what I'm saying, right? And then you also got the various Ammon and stuff is Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the various other Asian tribes and stuff, the Mongolians and stuff, the Mandarins, the Vietnamese. You know what I'm saying? Right? And various others and whatnot and stuff, and they go into their different tribals and whatnot and stuff. Jackie Chan and stuff is Jake. Chino Mac and stuff is Jake. You know what I'm saying? Certain I don't really know and stuff. A lot of the females and whatnot and stuff, especially in these animes and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised and stuff. A lot of these voice actors and stuff, they Jake too. You know what I'm saying? They got the not to be a stereotype and stuff, but they got the ill will, what I'm saying, look and whatnot and stuff, hey, a lot of you women and stuff down there and stuff, guess what? Y'all ass looking good and stuff in that cosplay and whatnot, just to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker fuck with that shit for sure. But when it comes down to it stuff, it's like this. A lot of you all, for the ones and stuff who deal anyways. But when it comes down to it stuff, guess what? A lot of you all are fucking Jake. I still remember stuff, this old footage of this uh, uh, this Chinese. He looked like an Asian dude and whatnot and stuff, and he over here doing street basketball, doing all the different moves and whatnot and stuff, like the professor and whatnot and stuff. Which I believe his ass is Jake too. You know what I'm saying? His ass 5'9" and stuff, crossing niggas up, and he called himself the professor. That's what motherfuckers called him. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that this Chinese individual and stuff, Chinese looking individual and stuff, Asian looking individual and stuff, right? This motherfucker crossing all the other Asian motherfuckers up and stuff with the street ball tricks and whatnot and stuff with a Goku uniform on. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that it's like he was just so smooth with it. But don't get me wrong and whatnot and stuff. There are variations, you know what I'm saying, in smoothness, just like you have variations when it comes down to levels of faith. And if the Lord and stuff put that in the fraction and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because he did that. The Lord uses math, right? So for, this is me speaking as a man, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I know it's the truth too. You You know what I'm saying? That guess what? It's gonna be various different variations and stuff of Israelites and stuff, especially when it come down to salt. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how people and stuff it's like take something with a grain of salt and whatnot and stuff, right? Well, guess what? A grain of salt small as fuck. And when it come down to that grain of salt, I think a grain of salt and stuff is smaller than a grain of salt is smaller and stuff than a mustard seed, even though it varies and stuff in various sizes. You know what I'm saying? You know, but once again, imagine seeing somebody and stuff with a grain of mustard seed and stuff. They going with a like having 1% faith and whatnot and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Still enough. It's still enough and stuff. If that's all that you have, it's still enough. But then at the same time and stuff, if you get faith as a mustard seed, faith as grain of mustard seed and stuff, and say it be 1% and whatnot and stuff. And yes, I'm using percentages. When they come down to and stuff, guess what? Your ass and stuff look like a goddamn heathen. You know why? Because you look faithless. You know? And then there's various other things too. You got Israelites who wear certain things and stuff, and it could be a heathen and stuff who wear the same exact thing and stuff, and for some reason and stuff, Israelites persona and stuff. Guess what? It looked good on them, but then when it come down to a heathen and stuff, it's just off, even if it's the same outfit, right? So this Isaiah 16:4 said, "Let my outcast dwell with thee, Moab, be thou a covert to them from the face of the spoiler." It says, "For the extortioner is at an end, and spoiler, and then it says the spoiler, excuse me, ceases, the oppressor are consumed out of the land." Right. So this is, let me get the word covert right, correct. It's the word sathar, and it says covering, shelter, hiding place, secrecy. And what is the secrecy and stuff? The fact that they look like you. They look like Moab. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Remember, Moab and Ammon and stuff, both of them are Hebrews because they come from Lot. They both Hebrews and stuff because they come from Lot. You know what I'm saying, right? And guess what? It's another individual. I was watching him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his name and whatnot and stuff, but the short was like every Asian's worst nightmare and stuff. And you had Asian stuff with dreadlocks and stuff, and they look like regular niggas and stuff. And I guess they was what they was cosplaying, you know what I'm saying, ghetto people and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? A lot of that shit and stuff look good on them. I forget there was there was some individuals and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think they was from Taiwan or they Taiwan and stuff or Thailandese and stuff. It's an H in it and stuff, right? But I guess that's Thailand and whatnot, Thailand, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing is that oh, guess what? When it come down to a lot of you Philippines and whatnot and stuff, I know you all look Asian too and stuff. A lot of you all are fucking Northern Kingdom and stuff, right? But when it come down to and stuff, it's like this. What happened was that you had a group of individual stuff and they was rapping and stuff and they over there dipping and bopping and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, they was over here doing their little dances and whatnot and stuff. And even though they probably wasn't doing break dances and doing all that crazy shit and stuff on the cardboard, the thing is that guess what? You can see them dance. You can see the salt in them and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The rhythm and stuff that they have. You know what I'm saying? You know, which I wouldn't be surprised if there's individuals stuff who sit up here and act like, you know what I'm saying, you know, that they don't get no salt at all. I wouldn't be surprised because it is still one salt. I mean, still some type of supplant. And then at the same time and stuff, when it come down to and stuff, you got a lot of Israelites and stuff that's Caucasian. You got you got Israelites and stuff that look Caucasian. You got Jim Carrey, Katy Perry, you know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey. You got I don't know if I think Miley Cyrus and stuff is supposed to be Mexican and whatnot and stuff, but even in the Mexican department and stuff, a lot of you all and stuff got blonde hair and blue eyes and stuff, and yes, and guess what and stuff, you all are fucking Spanish. Well, you Israelites and stuff, but guess what? You look like a typical Spaniard. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And then that's why through the spirit and stuff, Esau and stuff, the full blown spirit of Caucasian stuff, right? The lowest of all heathens and stuff, right? Pretty much what they want to do and stuff is damn near kill and poison damn near anybody and stuff. And the reason why is because they know and stuff that Israel is scattered amongst all fucking nations, all fucking ethnicities. And as it says in Ecclesiastes, let me get this right quick. As it says in Ecclesiastes 4:16, it says, there is no end of all the people and whatnot and stuff. So when it come down to the nation of Israel and stuff, and with them being scattered, we can deal with heathen women and stuff. We can deal with heathen women. We can deal with concubines. We can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but guess what? Some of those women, the Portuguese and whatnot and stuff, right? A lot of those women and stuff are not fucking heathens. You got to understand stuff. As I went to that Hosea 1:10 and stuff, it talks about the sand of the sea. You know what I'm saying, right? And remember stuff when it come down to complexions, because it's not a color thing. You got white sand beaches, you got black sand beaches, you got beaches, right? I'm not saying bitches, I'm saying beaches, but then there's the same, right? But it's you got white sand beaches, you got red sand beaches, you got brown sand beaches and whatnot and stuff. You got I think I said red sand beaches, you got black sand beaches. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? You got various colors and stuff when it come down to these beaches and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that complexion and stuff is not what it is. Like the Lord said and stuff, what it say? uh Inward part. All right, so let me see. Do it this way. All right, so Salaki and stuff, I can't find it. I want to say this stuff is in the book of Samuel, but the scripture says, matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get it right quick. So this First Samuel 16:7, it says, "But Yahweh Shem Yahshai said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him." Right? These was the sons and stuff. You know, when it come down to the sons of Jesse or whatnot and stuff, when it come down to the spiritual crown and stuff of King David. And it says, because I have refused him, it said, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart, right? I'm gonna get the word countenance, right? And it's the word marah, right? And it says and Ra and stuff means to see, right? Ma at the beginning and stuff means of or from. You know what I'm saying? So of sight or from sight, right? It says sight, appearance, vision. You know what I'm saying, right? Appearance, right? Right. So the thing is that is sight, right? You know, uh talk about continents and stuff. So based off how a person's face is, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean shit. Right. Now this is the word stature, it's the word quawama, and it says height and whatnot and stuff, that's what stature going to and stuff, right? Your height and stuff, right? So it don't mean and stuff. Guess what? If you short, that the Lord ain't dealing with you. If you 6 feet and stuff, that the Lord ain't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? If you fat and stuff, you short and stuff, whatever your combination is and stuff and body type and stuff, it doesn't mean that the Lord ain't dealing with you, right? And Salaki and stuff, I think it was another word, our appearance and stuff. So we're gonna get appearance. this word appearance and stuff. It's the word iwan. No, so iwan, ion. So like ion, and it says I and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? As showing mental qualities, right? You know. So guess what? Even when it comes down to various people and stuff and how they think and whatnot and stuff, or even how they look, doesn't matter. Outward appearance. Based off somebody's outward appearance and stuff goes how they think and stuff, right? I think the scripture says in the book of Sirach and stuff that you should know a man's stuff by his laughter, his laughter and stuff. And I think, hold on, let me see. It says, a man's attire and accept the laughter and gait shoot what he is and stuff. Why? Because guess what? It just shows the stuff, how that person is, right? Like it, right? Right. So when it come down to it and stuff, it's like this. It's another one. Bear with me. Well, I can go. So pretty much and stuff. Guess what? It don't matter how individual and stuff look. You know what I'm saying? Right? It don't matter and stuff. What is that? Romans 2:2. Let me get it. I'm gonna get this. This is Romans. It's Romans 2:14. Right? Because even though it's 613 laws and stuff, the entire book and stuff is a law, whether it's Old Testament or New Testament. And when it comes down to the Apocrypha and stuff, the Apocrypha is part of the Old Testament, right? So when it comes down, it's just 14 books and stuff that was removed because there's a lot of history in it. You know what I'm saying? Mind-boggling history and stuff that you had learned and stuff in high school and stuff, or whatever, charter school, whatever fucking type school and stuff that your ass was a part of. But this is Romans 2. I'm gonna read 14, and it says, I'm gonna start at verse 12. It said, "For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are just before Yahweh, but the doers of the law shall be justified." It says, "For when the Gentiles, right, which are Israelite foreigners, right, Israelites and stuff who don't know who they are and whatnot, and also Israelites and stuff who look different." You know what I'm saying? And also Israelites and stuff who knew that they was Israelites, but they fell the fuck away and stuff, meaning they lost their faith. You know what I'm saying, right? And got carnal, right? It says Romans 2:14, "For when the Gentiles which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves." Meaning you're gonna have individual Israelites and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? They not gonna eat pork. You're gonna have Israelites and stuff who gonna be like they not finna commit adultery. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have Israelites and stuff who ain't gonna dibble dabble in various things and stuff that's written and stuff to be sinful and stuff within the scriptures. Why? Because guess what? That's also a sign and stuff that they Israel, right? It says, verse 15, it says, "Which shew the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience." It says, their conscience also bearing witness. It says, "In their thoughts, the mean while accusing or else excusing one another and stuff." Right? So guess what? You're going to have Israelites and heart and stuff mean your mind and whatnot and stuff. So when it comes down to it, the thing is that, they're not going to, they're gonna have a conscience and whatnot and stuff. Where it's like, nah, I ain't partaking in that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially in stuff when you find out later down the line, you know, shit, you got motherfuckers and stuff who like to drink. You got motherfuckers and stuff who like, you know what? I don't really drink that. I don't really drink that much. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It ain't nothing wrong with it and stuff. But it's okay. You got certain motherfuckers and stuff. It's like, nah, I don't smoke. I just don't do it and whatnot. I know an individual and stuff in the world who don't like ham. And ham was my favorite thing and stuff in the world and whatnot. Ham and cheese from Subway and stuff with them big ass cookies that they don't sell no more. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. Ham and cheese and stuff was my thing and stuff. And this man and stuff, for some reason and stuff, he just didn't like ham. I think he tasted it before and stuff, but guess what? It just wasn't his forte. He just wasn't fucking with it. That and fish. You know, right? And that was all in the past and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, how much more and stuff for the fact that you know better now. And even if you do fuck up and whatnot and stuff, it's like, fuck, shit. Even the brother, the gift of the Lord and stuff, right? You know, even though it's two of them, or what I know and stuff, right? But the one that I'm referring to and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was one time and stuff, we was in the car and whatnot and stuff, and he sat up here, it's like, damn, I sit up here. I don't remember the exact words, but he was sitting up here, it's like, damn. You know, he looked at that female and stuff and he was like, damn, why I look at that bitch and stuff? Because whole time and stuff, he knew her longer or seen her longer and stuff than I have. And the thing is that it's like, pretty much and stuff, he probably looked at her ass and stuff, you know what I'm saying, just speculating. He probably looked at her ass and stuff and knowing stuff. Guess what? It's like, boy, I shouldn't be sitting up here downgrading myself and stuff to look at that. Because more than likely and stuff, her ass was a thought. She was a thought and whatnot and stuff. Used goods. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Which a lot of these women stuff gonna be used goods and stuff. But more than likely, what's gonna happen and stuff is that they're gonna be changed, as it says in 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter. It ain't just gonna be the man and whatnot and stuff. It's gonna be the woman too, right? Now to sit up here and saying stuff where Israelite uh um Israelite men and women and stuff who are born through concubines and stuff, because they still gonna be giving birth too. Even with Israelite men, the thing is that uh uh and all Israelite women and stuff is going to be married and stuff onto an Israelite man and stuff regardless. But when it comes down to and stuff, a lot of these, you know, I can't really say and stuff where they still come out and stuff with different features and whatnot and stuff, because the Lord and stuff already showed and stuff within this earth. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a good chance. It's just that, guess what? Israel and stuff is going to have the benefit and stuff of the world, and also the benefits and stuff when it come down to the the other earths. I mean, the other planets and whatnot and stuff. Like it says in John 14:2 and stuff. In my Father's house are many mansions, right? But when it come down to it and stuff, right? The thing is that most of that confusion and face and stuff, it's not just, it's like, how are you Israel and stuff and you look white. I remember the first time that I met the brothers of Great Millstone, right? The brother Mike Kai and stuff had brought me through and whatnot, and I came through and whatnot. And here it is and stuff, it's Elder Malcolm and stuff, and it's Elder Uriah and stuff, the brother Shapaya and whatnot. They over there sitting up here talking about white people and whatnot. And I see Natazaki coming up, shaking hands and stuff, and Shalom and them and whatnot, putting this garment on. And I'm sitting up there, they didn't have to explain nothing. I'm sitting up here, it's like, why the hell are they woo to woo? Next, you know, some black girls come up and whatnot and stuff, you know, and you know, Narazaki and stuff, like the black women and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the woo, right? But when it come down to and stuff, here it is, you know, here it is and stuff. He over there, I'm sitting up there, it's like how the hell you talking about white people and stuff? And here it is, this white man, he coming through and stuff, and he doing the shalom and stuff, or the lion's grip and stuff when it come down to y'all. And here it is and stuff. You know, the Lord and stuff gave it to me right off the rip and stuff, and it's like he must be an Israelite and whatnot. And then guess what? The Lord and stuff gave the understanding by example with 3 black girls and stuff who was also confused and stuff in the first place. But that was a confusion of face. Matter of fact, and stuff, the brother from GMS Watchmen and whatnot and stuff. There's a brother and stuff. He got brown hair and whatnot. I don't know his name. I ain't watched the video. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he probably and stuff was sitting up here saying nigger with the ER and all that shit and whatnot. And motherfuckers over here, it's like, hold on, you're going to have to watch what you say and stuff. Guess what? That might be no offense. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to use this term, brother, and stuff. I don't want to sit up here and bother you. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That could be a nigga and stuff in light-skinned flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know, Eminem and stuff is a nigga in light-skinned flesh. You know what I'm saying? The various other ones, Justin Timberlake and Jim Carrey and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? Guess what? Those are just light-skinned ass niggas. You know what I'm saying, you know, right? And guess what? They features and stuff also look like that and stuff of a heathen. But guess what? It don't mean anything. It's not about complexion. And I don't mean to say that and stuff about your brother and stuff. I'm just using this stuff for the edification and stuff of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You know, but when it comes down to and stuff, guess what? Israelite and stuff, whether if he's Southern Kingdom or Northern Kingdom and stuff, he don't have to be fucking dark skinned and stuff. He don't have to be caramel skin. He don't have to be a yellow belly and whatnot and stuff. You light skinned motherfuckers and stuff who still fucking black. It's like they don't have to look that way. They can look like other fucking nations and whatnot and have various other colorations and whatnot and stuff and still be fucking Israel. Right? So I'm gonna close off with this and stuff, right? This is Romans, this Romans chapter 8 and 16. And guess what? You know what that matter of fact and stuff, shit. I don't want to be that long, but matter of fact, let me get this right quick. This is what is it? Hosea. I didn't mean for this to be long, but this is Hosea talking too much. Cake unturned. Let me get that. It's talking about Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. It's Hosea 7 and 8. And it says Ephraim, right, which is the so-called Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying, right? Or Taino Indians and stuff. It says Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Not all Ephraimites and stuff are light skinned and stuff with Judite bodies. You got a lot of Ephraimites and stuff out there and stuff that's dark skinned. Just like when it come down to the Mexicans and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? The so-called Israelites and stuff. You got the Morenos and whatnot and stuff. Morenos just means black. And the thing is that when it comes down to you got black Latinas and whatnot and stuff. You also got Blasians. You know what I'm saying? Niggas and stuff who dealt with Asian women and whatnot and stuff, and the child and stuff came out of Blasian. You got them too. Guess what? They got the eyes and stuff, and guess what? A lot of you all stuff done. It's like, man, don't call us cheeky eye and whatnot and stuff. Hey, a lot of that shit and stuff look good on you. You know what I'm saying? Some of you all stuff look good and stuff with those low eyes and whatnot and stuff versus ones and stuff who got the bulging eyes and whatnot and stuff. A lot of that look good on you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, motherfuckers. If motherfuckers would get with Mulan and whatnot and stuff, fuck is you talking about? Not to be a stereotype, but motherfucker would get with her ass. A lot of you all fine as hell and stuff, the way that you look and whatnot and stuff. So I wouldn't be tripping, right? There's another one. Speckled Bird. What is that? Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah. I think it's 9 and 12. It's Jeremiah 9 and nah, it ain't 12. It might be 7. It might be 12 and 9. It might be 12 and 9. Something like it. Yeah. This Jeremiah 12 and 9, it says, my heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. It says the birds round about are against her. Come ye assemble all the beasts of the field, and it says come to devour. Right? So when it comes down to and stuff, it's because the heathen stuff is more in number than us and stuff, right? I don't know if he is. But when it comes down to and stuff, the thing is that a speckled bird and whatnot and stuff. What does that mean? Various colorations. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no color thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no feature thing either. It's the word Tazabawai, right? And it says colored, right? That's enough, right? So when it says speckled bird and stuff, everybody has a color. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and stuff is various different shades of brown and whatnot, but not everybody has melanin. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying, right? And you also know how the Lord and stuff, you also know how the Lord and stuff hid Israel and stuff. Guess what? He created tares, as it says in Matthew's the 13th chapter and stuff, right? According to Ephesians and stuff. I know she ain't. I don't care what it is, stuff that Satan keep trying to put in my mind, right? But when it come down to tears, the first fold and stuff of the tears and stuff is that you got Israelites that look like actual Israelites, and the thing is that guess what? They and who are actually Israelites, but they live in according to the world. They're not living in stuff as an Israelite way. So therefore, they look like it says in Romans 9:6, not all Israel is of Israel. But then you have also Israelites and stuff who don't look like Israel at all and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? Even if they, what if they live according to the ways and stuff because they found out, or the spirit and stuff was dealing with them according to Romans 8:16, or the fact that that they show that they Israel and stuff in other ways and whatnot and stuff. Guess what that means? That shows the stuff that guess what they're Israelites. You know what I'm saying? But they live according to the ways of the heathen. You know what I'm saying, right? Right. You know. And guess what? You can look like Joe Biden. You can look as ugly as Donald Trump, or as orange as that nigga and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he be tanning and shit, right? You know, or putting some shit and stuff on his face, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only his face and stuff that look orange and stuff, but his hands and stuff don't. But when it come down to it and stuff, it's like this. Y'all can look as ugly as him, wrinkled as him and stuff, you know, been doing drugs and whatnot and stuff, fitting all whatever type of thing and stuff, and still fucking alive and whatnot and stuff. The thing is that guess what? You can still be Jake. That's why it says in Matthew's the 18th chapter, Matthew's the 18th chapter and stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you offend one of these little ones and whatnot and stuff, because guess what? The very person and stuff was like, nah, you don't look like the typical black guy and stuff, or you don't really dance and stuff like me and whatnot and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised speaking as a man and stuff, right? Because there ain't nobody, and not everybody and stuff gonna be sitting up here looking like the Les Twins, dancing like the Les Twins or Killer the Great and whatnot and stuff, you know, or various other individuals stuff who know how to dance and stuff. The thing is that not everybody and stuff gonna be moving that way. And guess what? They still gonna be fucking Jake. Why you think it says in Wisdom of Solomon and stuff, the 5th chapter and stuff, him, and it's not even just him, it's also the females too. It's like him, how is he number amongst the saints? The first and foremost and stuff is going to be the fact that guess what, you're going to be speaking as a man, it's going to be because you don't know if it's first or not. But one of the things that stuff that come to my mind and stuff is that it's going to be a lot of individuals who are going to sit up here and be like, you know, I don't want you and stuff to make it and stuff. And guess what? The Lord going to sit up here and save them despite everything that they try to fucking do. Why? Because it's not up to you and stuff. It's not your fucking choice. You niggas, right? And then on top of that and stuff is this too. It's the fact that they don't look like Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Or they not brown skin, chocolate, blacker than the black part and stuff on some black eyed peas. You know what I'm saying? You know, or for the fact and stuff that they look fucking different. You know, and here it is and stuff. That's going to be a stumbling block for a lot of Israelites and stuff who look actual Israel and stuff. And guess what? They're going to be like, how is this motherfucker making it and stuff? And I'm not and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? They're going to be jiggling and dancing and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be slimy and stuff like Zoidberg and whatnot without his shell. And the thing is and stuff, the way he dances and stuff with all them folds on the side and stuff. And the thing is that the Lord going to be like, I don't give a fuck about that and stuff. Guess what? You came against one of my little ones. And the true little ones and stuff are going to be the ones and stuff who actually believe. You know, when it come down to you Israelites and stuff that look like other nations and whatnot and stuff, that's your stumbling block that you got to conquer. And I tell you like this and stuff, I don't necessarily know how to dance. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this and stuff, when it come down to it, you know, shit, I would love and stuff to be able to dance like Killer the Great and stuff for the Les Twins. I would love to. You know what I'm saying? Pop locking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But here it is, it's like that ain't what it is. I know how to dance according to this. And with that being, I know how to dance and stuff. Why? Because this word is being piped onto me and stuff, and I like how it sounds. And when it comes down to and stuff, it gets me going. So when it comes down to and stuff, it's like this. You got a lot of individuals You got a lot of individuals who want to sit up here and be like, you know what? You got a lot of individuals, uh, 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 well, when it comes down to me and whatnot and stuff, guess what? In the past and stuff, I thought and stuff that guess what? Motherfucker was a tear. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I ain't the only one either and stuff. Even Apostle Ramlan stuff thought so too. For the old stories and stuff that I heard. You know what I'm saying? Right? Apostle Ramlan and stuff didn't think that he was Jake and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he light skinned and woot the woo and stuff. And the thing is that he Jake all day. Right? Because look how far and stuff the Lord brought him and stuff when it come down to the word. He an apostle now. The fuck? But anyways, he ain't think that way. And guess what? There's various other brothers and stuff where you try to compare yourself with other brothers and stuff. And guess what? The skill ain't necessarily there. But at the same time and stuff, you show different attributes and stuff that you are still an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So everybody and stuff got their own doubting about themselves, but you got to overcome that. And like it says in Revelations, the second chapter and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He that overcomes and stuff, shall I make a rule over the nations, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying, right? So the thing is that you can't let nothing and stuff stop you, even your fucking looks, your dancing, your ability and whatnot and stuff. Nigga, if you got rhythm stuff, you good. The fuck? You can not really be able to do them dance moves and whatnot and stuff, but as long as your ass got rhythm and stuff, you good. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, stuff, you can most definitely and stuff supplant and stuff, you know what I'm saying, when the situation comes up, and you understand what I mean. But also and stuff, you gotta understand stuff when it come down to these real heathens and whatnot and stuff. Just even a little speck, if they able to see it and whatnot and stuff, they will be on your ass like white on rice. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they hate you. They hate you. You know? They fucking hate you. Right? So this is closing out scripture and stuff because I don't want to be too long with this. Right? It's already like over an hour, 10 minutes. This Romans like you can't this is the what they call and stuff they say and stuff. Don't judge a book by its don't judge a book and stuff by its cover and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? The cover and stuff gonna be raggedy. Ain't gonna have no clean edges and stuff on the side and whatnot and stuff. It's gonna look tore the fuck up. Woo to woo. It's not gonna be gold and freshly made and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? The scriptures talk about in James the second chapter how you have uh, 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 and just because I'm scratching my ears and whatnot and stuff, now I don't have itching ears on this and stuff. I know it's true. I know it's true. And I brought out the scriptures for it. Uh, um, it's just Satan. But when it comes down to it and stuff, the thing is that you got a lot of Israelites and stuff, And, she on that stuff. Shit, fuck her ass, bro. She on that shit. My ex, if she on that shit and stuff, it's like shit. I ain't finna fuck with her. She gonna be sorry too. But anyways, it's like this. So when it come down to a lot of these individuals and stuff, guess what? I might get that Wisdom of Solomon 5. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A lot of individuals gonna be like, oh, I didn't know and stuff. Of course you did. But at the same time, stuff, this the one thing and stuff that the Lord and stuff presented stuff before all Israel. Treat other stuff how you want to be treated. This is Matthew's. And just because and stuff, say if you did somebody wrong and stuff in the past and stuff, nigga, don't keep doing it. Right? So this Matthew's 22 and 36, Master, which is the great commandment in the law. Right? I'm getting AMP. Sorry. I'm getting AMP. right? Matthew's 22, and man, they don't got nothing. Trust me, they don't got nothing. In Matthew's 22 and 36 in the Amplified Bible, it says teacher, referring to Yahushua. It says, which kind of commandment is great and important, the principal kind in the law? Some commandments are light. It says, which are heavy and stuff, which is very beautiful and stuff, because right off the rip and stuff, guess what? A lot of my scoffers be sitting up here thinking that certain things are light and stuff when whole time everything is heavy. Because all it takes is one thing and stuff to fuck you up. It says, verse 37, it says, and he replied to him, you shall love the Lord, your power, Yahweh, with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind, intellect, right? It says, this is the great, most important principle, the first commandment. It says, and the second is like it, you shall love your neighbor as you do yourself. Don't nobody want to get fucked over. But a lot of people still like to fuck people over. And guess what? You're going to have to reap what you sow. Don't know. And going back to and stuff, right? What it say? It says, teach, verse 36. It says, teacher, which kind of commandment is great and important, the principal kind in the law? Some commandments are light, which are heavy. Right? So you know what that means? That shows and stuff that guess what? Even elder brother saying stuff, guess what? A lot of the milk is fucking heavy. It's heavy as hell. People can't get it. I don't think that's what that means and stuff. The only reason why you feel that way and stuff, why? Because you're used to the world. And who controls the world? The heathens. They shows you and stuff how they think, how they feel, what their opinion and stuff is on things and stuff. They didn't teach you and stuff how the Lord feels on anything. And guess what? They fucking know already. And guess what? They're not trying to let you know and stuff. Why? Because they don't want your ass to come back. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want you to come back to the Lord because they know and stuff they're gonna give. They know that and stuff that they know and stuff that guess what? They're gonna get fucking judged. And guess what? The scripture says reward her double and stuff. And that reward her double and stuff is not just talking about a fucking female and stuff. It's talking about a whole fucking nation of fucking Edomites and stuff that did their best and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whose ways and stuff are wiser than Daniel. Just so they can sit up here and put the nation of Israel and stuff, not only in just in captivity and stuff, but keep them dumb as hell. That's why the scripture says they should be eating and drinking and giving into marriage and stuff like that in the days of Noah. It says N-O-E and stuff, but it's Noah, right? So Matthew's 22. And 39, it says, and the second is like it, you shall love your neighbor as you do yourself. It says these two commandments sum up, and upon them depend all the law and the prophets, right? So now I'm finna get Romans. I'm finna stay in the same, right? I need to get into the BBE, but it's Romans 8 and 16 in the Amplified. It says, the Spirit himself thus testifies together with our own spirit, assuring us that we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You know what I'm saying, right? And I'm gonna say it like this. One of the I gotta get it right quick. This is Deuteronomy 28. Because this should be an eye-opening stuff to a lot of you motherfuckers. And right now, I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of you people and stuff don't want to be Israel until well, I actually made mention of it and stuff already. But this Deuteronomy 28 and 37, it says, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee, meaning they gonna call you something else. That's why they don't tell you stuff, what tribe you from. That's why they don't tell you stuff if you an Israelite. Because they trying to hide this, right? This is There's Deuteronomy 28 and it's Deuteronomy 28. And don't get me wrong, stuff. You gonna have some rich ass Israelites out there and stuff, but guess what? They not finna be doing the same thing like Job. They not doing sacrifices and whatnot to be rich and stuff in this time and stuff. But even if you do know how to use the system and stuff, to be rich in this time and stuff, guess what? Your ass got to be fucking wicked and stuff to attain that money. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless somebody give you a will or you just know how to use and stuff the system like that. Once again, use the world, don't abuse it. But a lot of people are abusing the world, right? Now I'm finna come to a close and stuff because I don't want to be too long. But it's Deuteronomy 28. Shit. Let me go to verse 15 just so you can know what it is. So this Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And guess what? With the curses of the Lord and stuff, guess what? It don't matter and stuff what it is and stuff that you try to combat stuff. You ain't fixing nothing. The only time and stuff that the Lord and stuff is gonna fix anything or change anything and stuff when we get those brand new bodies. Verse 16, it says, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. And I think it's Matthew 13 and 38 or 58 and stuff. And it says that the city and stuff talks about the world. So it don't matter and stuff. Oh, I'm finna move and stuff outside of North America and stuff. Nigga, you still gonna be cursed. You still gonna be cursed. Ain't no running, nigga. You know? I play this, I got this, well, I like how everything and stuff be. But it's, Eminence of Shadow, you know what I'm saying, the first season, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much and stuff, you know, it's like everyone in Midgar and stuff is your enemy, you know what I'm saying, there's nowhere to run, and he started laughing, and then he sit up here and be like, and he's named Shadow, right, he sit up here and be like, it's like run, running where, you know what I'm saying? You know, running where and stuff. You know, I think he says something else and stuff. No, he says running. He says run. Why? Running where? And then he say, why would I run? You know what I'm saying? And it's like shit. Why the fuck is we running for and stuff? And ain't nothing gonna change, right? Ain't nothing gonna change. So this is Deuteronomy 28. Because guess what? You know, the way I'm looking at it and stuff is when it comes down to the agents and stuff. You think it's not an agent and stuff all across the world and whatnot and stuff, and the elites are the ones and stuff who rule over this world? You really think so? Get the fuck out of here. And then at the same time, so you got 2/3 of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, I don't know. Well, you got 2/3 of Israel, uh, uh, who sold out and stuff when it come down. You know, who sold out and stuff when it come down to the world, thinking they was doing something good. And the only thing that I can say and stuff is that maybe they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But now they do. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? They gonna be like, man, I ain't finna leave this and whatnot and stuff with the woo. But anyways, let's get this. It's Deuteronomy 28. And I read 37 already. I think it's bear with me. You know, and guess what? Some of us and stuff probably already ran already and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? The predicament and stuff always showed up and stuff. You can't leave Earth and stuff. So where the fuck is you going? The Lord's going to be the one and stuff who hides us and stuff in those times, right? So this is Deuteronomy 28, and there's another example. It says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him." No, verse I'm gonna read this. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 41. It says, "Thou shalt beget." This is another sign too. Thou shalt now. I'm gonna say it like this. Not all Israelites and stuff is gonna be underneath these curses. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, not all Israelites and stuff are gonna be heavily impacted and stuff by these curses. And the one thing and stuff I wanted to explain and stuff is like this. When it come down to fathers and stuff not being in the household and stuff, guess what? It's heavy and stuff amongst Southern Kingdom and stuff. But when it comes down to Northern Kingdom, especially Issachar and stuff, guess what? It's not there. Does that mean the sons are they Israelites? Does that mean it's that they're not Israelites? Yeah, they still fucking Israelites. But guess what? It's not. It's heavy and stuff upon that actual nation and stuff within the 12 tribes. So don't get it twisted. There's Deuteronomy 20 and it goes the same way and stuff with white individuals and stuff. Hey, guess what? Hey, you still probably individual stuff that look fucking white and stuff. You probably and stuff driving and everything is all good and whatnot and stuff, and nobody and stuff tripping and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? You might be sitting up here dealing with another curse or affliction and stuff the Lord placed upon Israel and stuff. But since it's your fucking looks and stuff, guess what? That hides you, you know what I'm saying? From different afflictions. Because the Lord and stuff knows what Israelites and stuff can take and what they can't take, right? It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 41, it says, and thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity and stuff. What is that? DCFS. You can't even whoop your child no more. You can't even put them in punishment and whatnot and stuff, right? If they don't get their way and whatnot and stuff, guess what? The child more than likely going to sit up here and call Woo and stuff just to get your ass locked up. That's why ain't nobody and stuff trying to have no kids. But verse 42, it says, all the trees and fruit of thy land shall the locusts consume. It says, and we see that stuff over there in Egypt, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even talking about and stuff in the past, like ancient days and stuff. I'm talking about recently and whatnot. You know, not recently and stuff, but sort of recently and stuff, maybe 5 years ago. Verse 43, it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Right? And remember this stuff, you have Israelites out there and stuff who sold their soul and stuff just so they can get benefits and stuff when it comes down to the time of the Gentiles, which we are in. Verse 44, it says, he shall lend to thee, thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. But guess what? Things are changing. Verse 45, it says, moreover, these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, meaning until you die. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee. It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? That's just only for a period of time. Soon we finna get that Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14 and stuff, you know what I'm saying, when the kingdom comes, right? So guess what? It's going to be certain signs and stuff that's out there and stuff. And guess what? It's going to be, you got individuals and stuff where the curses stuff, not all curses stuff really bother, like afflict them and whatnot. And then you got the ones and stuff that's in the middle and whatnot and stuff, intermediate stuff. And then you got the ones and stuff where it's heavy as fuck. But then at the same time, you got the individuals, Israelites and stuff, where based off their circumstances and stuff, certain curses and stuff ain't really heavy to them. But then guess what? Every certain other curses and stuff or afflictions within the scriptures that the Lord placed upon all of Israel, no matter how you look, no matter where you are, no matter what your circumstances is, guess what? Them things and stuff are fucking heavy. You know what I'm saying, right? They heavy as hell, bro. Right? But now, just to finish off, this is Romans 8 and 16. It says, the Spirit himself, meaning Yahweh, thus testifies together with our own spirit, assuring us that we are the children of Yahweh. And if we are his children, then we are and we are his heirs, also heirs of Yahweh and fellow heirs with Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, sharing his inheritance with him. Only we must share his suffering if we are to share his glory. Verse 18. But what of that? For I consider that the sufferings of this present time, this present life, are not worth being compared with the glory that is about to be revealed to us and in us and for us and conferred on us. You know what I'm saying? Right? Why? Because guess what? We going through this shit right now and stuff. And guess what? Why everybody is still trying to shit on us and stuff? We're going to be shitting on them. And that do includes the stuff other Israelites. Why? Because guess what? They going to be our children. Right? They gonna be our kids. You know what I'm saying? The very ones and stuff that's talking they shit and stuff against us and whatnot for doing this work and stuff and having the presence of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah within us. And that's why they keep talking against us. Guess what? They ass and stuff gonna sit up here and be our fucking kids. They're gonna be our children, man. And they're going to recognize stuff because they're going to have the power too. They're going to be underneath the second coming. They're going to have spiritual powers. And guess what? They're going to recognize and stuff that, guess what? I was a disobedient individual and stuff coming against the wrong one and stuff. And guess what? It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't want to say it like this and stuff, but what is from Big Job? You know what I'm saying? You know, one of the main characters and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, his name is Craig and stuff, but he was called some other type of name and whatnot and stuff, right? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then and he was like, my name is Craig and stuff, and he talked to his foster child and stuff. Well, now his stepchild and stuff was like, you little motherfucker. Now we ain't gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna throw it in your face. Why? Because guess what? Your own conscience and stuff is gonna fuck you up and stuff in the kingdom. And once again, and stuff, I want to say it like this: can't nobody make you a 2/3. It's already predestination. You know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes down to it, that's why I'm finna get this wisdom song in the 5th chapter. That's why I'm finna get this, right? Because you got a lot of people out there and stuff. It's like, well, if I decide the stuff that I don't want you to make it and stuff, then guess what? That means the stuff that the Lord and stuff didn't want you to make it and stuff. And it's like then how in the hell and stuff that Esau and stuff got a perpetual hatred and whatnot and stuff, and put that perpetual hatred and stuff upon you. And here it is and stuff, you hating stuff on another individual and stuff. You hating on yourself. You envious of yourself. Like the scripture says stuff, you know, woe to a man and stuff who's envious stuff on himself and stuff. Here it is and stuff. We in the same predicament and stuff, but at the same time, meaning that guess what? We don't know and stuff if the Lord gonna save us. We don't know and stuff that the Lord gonna choose us and stuff, or if we was the predestined stuff. The only thing that we know is stuff that if we are Israel and whatnot, you know, it's gonna be a lot of doubters out there and stuff for the various reasons that I spoke on. The thing is that a lot of these individuals and stuff who are Israelites, because we just it's like sand of the sea and stuff. With that being the case and stuff, you know what that means? And guess what? Sand and stuff is just ain't on the beach. Sand is also underneath the water. That's why the water and stuff is able to keep its blue color, green color, whatever color, or some places and stuff is fucking see-through and stuff because it's sand. If it was dirt and stuff, it'll be dirty as hell. Right? So with that being the case and stuff, guess what? You got a lot of fucking Israelites out here. You know? Right? If I deal with a white woman and whatnot and stuff, and I'm getting in them guts and whatnot and stuff, and guess what? She getting creamy and shit and stuff, you know, doing all types of shit and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, that I wanted to and whatnot and stuff, reverse cowgirl and everything, doing, you know what I'm saying, right? Stuff with the grip, and then with the grip. The thing is that we have a kid and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? It might be a little lighter than the individual and stuff. Might have her hair and whatnot and stuff. Might have her eyes and whatnot and stuff. You know, when it comes down to science and whatnot and stuff, you more than likely and stuff get the female features and stuff. And then later down the line and stuff, you start looking like your father and stuff. Or you might look like your father right then and there. You know what I'm saying? But then the female features and stuff start coming in and whatnot and stuff. And then guess what? If you have a son and stuff and they fuck another Caucasian woman and whatnot, so for female and stuff that look Caucasian who really actually ain't, the next you know and stuff, guess what? That baby and stuff finna look whiter than the rest. You know what I'm saying? And who's the perfect example? What's that nigga name? What's that nigga name? Well, shit, we could use Dwayne The Rock Johnson and stuff. His father black as hell. This nigga caramel skin. As a basketball player and whatnot and stuff, where his father and stuff, black as hell and stuff, way blacker than him, you know what I'm saying, you know, and he played in the NBA and stuff, professional basketball player and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, and then when it come down to his mother and stuff, look white. And the thing is that, guess what? A lot of these individual stuff might fuck around be Jake. They might fuck around be Jake. But part of the various different things and stuff that the Lord has out there and stuff is to hide Israel. Because think about it, if the heathens and stuff, if all you can, and which is the spirit, so I gotta make mention of this. And I know this is a little long, you know what I'm saying, but I gotta make mention of this, right? Moses, I made mention of stuff too, and stuff when it come down to camp. But Moses, King David, and Apostle Peter and stuff is all the same spirit. All the same spirit. Live different lifetimes. lived different lives. Peter wasn't no king. Moses and stuff was the first king of Israel and stuff, but the crown wasn't placed upon his head. That happened and stuff when he was King David. And then when it come down to King David being Peter, Peter was a fisherman. But he still made head of the church, right? So with that being the case, with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, you're not going to trace physically, like the scripture says and stuff. Don't worry about endless genealogies. You know what I'm saying, right? You're not going to be able to trace physically, you know what I'm saying, do your lineage and whatnot and stuff. You're not going to be able to trace back and whatnot and stuff and be like, oh, I'm from the tribe of Judah, or I'm from the tribe of Gad, or I'm from the tribe of Levi and whatnot. You're not going to be able to trace that back and stuff because the Lord can intertwine you stuff in different tribes. Because once again, the first king of Israel and stuff was Moses. Moses was a Levite. The king of Israel and stuff was outside of Yahweh Shai and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the king of Israel and stuff, right? Even when it come down to Southern Kingdom stuff, was King David and stuff, and he was a Judite. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to Apostle Peter and stuff, which is the head of the church, you know what I'm saying, right? Guess what? He was a Simeonite from Northern Kingdom. So therefore and stuff, the Lord can mix you up and stuff in various tribes. And that's also another way and stuff of how he has Israel. Because if the heathens was able to woo to woo, to find out and stuff, it's like, okay, according to the records and stuff, you gonna be such and such and stuff right now and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? You know what they'll do? They'll kill us off. They'll kill us off. We know what Jeremiah 31 says and whatnot and stuff, right? But guess what? If they would have saw that impossible to be able to do, guess what? They would have set up here and be like, you know what? We finna kill all Israel. And that's why the Lord and stuff hid Israel, you know what I'm saying, in its various ways. And that's why I started off with Isaiah 55 and 8. Right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, I'm gonna go straight to the point. It's Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 3. It says, in Apocrypha, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he or she whom we had sometimes in derision, in a proverb, in a reproach. We fools accounted his or her life badness, and his or her end to be without honor. It says, and guess what? The scripture says in Proverbs 15 and 33, it says, before honor and stuff comes humility. And humility and stuff goes in humiliation. And right now and stuff, we being humiliated and stuff because why people don't think that we part of the chosen people. And it says, that's why they do the shit that they do and stuff against us. Guess what? Even our own people, right? And it says, verse 5, it says, how is he or she number among the children of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, and his or her lot is among the saints and stuff. And they're going to be wondering stuff. It's like, so this motherfucker was a saint this entire time? This motherfucking stuff was a saint this entire time and whatnot and stuff? Why? Because the features and stuff weren't bold enough for you. That's why the scripture says, treat thy neighbor as thyself, because you don't fucking know, man. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua Wahara Chakorash. Double honor. As a matter of fact, you know what? Does not the scripture says stuff thy hidden ones? Does it not say thy hidden ones? I think it do say thy hidden ones. So like it. This Psalms 83, I think it's verse 3 that says that. This Psalms 83 and 3, it says, they lay crafty schemes against your people and consult together against your hidden and precious ones. Hidden and precious ones. Let's get the word hidden. Hidden, right? It says being out of sight. I'm so far out of sight. It says, or not readily apparent, concealed, obscure, unexplained, undisclosed. Cloistered, covered secret, right? And don't the scripture say it says shelter and stuff? Don't the scripture says and stuff that we're hidden and stuff in the Lord's pavilion, right? So with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, not all Israel is gonna look like Israel. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? A lot of Israelites and stuff are gonna be fucking hidden. You know what I'm saying? In the various ways and stuff that the Lord and stuff reveals onto us. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that's why the heathens want to kill all of Israel and stuff, even if motherfuckers look like them and stuff. Why? Because guess what? They understand that the Lord and stuff hid Israel. If you can have faith of grain of mustard seed and stuff, that means and stuff that it's hard and stuff to distinguish you between an Israelite or a heathen. So all of this video and stuff, it was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashimi Al-Shawa, Habakkuk, double honors to apostles of great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Shalom, wa Baba Kwam Yasharallah.